Stop it. I can't. Okay. Okay, let's start, okay? Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first podcast. And today, we will be talking about Windows and Windows 11. So, let's get to it. So, before we start, I will give Alan the chance to talk about some features about Windows 11. Go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Alan,
Yeah,
I can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
Oh wait, the topic is kids discussion, so we don't need to do it as a viewer's video. Let's just continue normally. Okay, I'll just share you a photo of what Windows. Oh, never mind. Alan, make me
Hey,
the host. I'll share
it's
some photos.
recording.
Yeah, I know. That's what we are gonna be uploading. This now, like this is just a discussion. Okay, just make me the host. I'll just share some photos about Windows 11.
Yes, make him a host.
Just make me the host. Just make me the host.
May I tell the features?
I'll just talk about the yeah. So shall I talk about the features?
I will do it.
Okay, fine. So let me just tell about Windows 11 first. Windows 11 is still not released yet, and still a
Alan is the
development huh? Yeah, it's
I
still a
need Alan
development
the host.
process. Okay, you just make me the host then. You talk about some features. I'll just put some images ready. You just make me the host, Alan.
I'm not the host, Jehan.
Anyone please, whoever is the host, make me the host. Just make me the host. Whoever is the host. Alan, you're the
Umesh
host.
is the host. Umesh.
No, you are the host. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Took about an hour to.
All this time we told you were the host and you did not realize it.
Okay, let's get to it. So, Alan, you discuss about some, some normal stuff about Windows
Yeah, I
11
don't
features.
know anything about normal stuff.
No, just talk about Windows 11 features. Okay, I'll just get some images ready. Just. Okay, so here's the new design of Windows 11. What do you think, guys? Isn't it
It's
cool?
really cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, look at that. Like, this is really unclear. Alan, talk about some features about Windows 11 while I get some images ready.
Yeah, Windows 11. Not much.
Windows
really.
11. So you
I don't know really anything about Windows 11. I only
Okay. So the new features are lots of new. So the design has been actually taken from a failed project called Windows X, Windows 10X, and it was really similar to this. It was called Windows 10X, and it was actually released as operating system for two devices. So let's say that it was divided into half. It would be like this. So this was for Duo devices, the Microsoft Duo. So there are two screens. So there were two screens on it.
Why did they did not release Windows 10X?
Because it failed. Because they didn't actually couldn't do it because it failed. At the end, it just became failed. It just failed. It just failed, and they didn't want to do it. Yeah, it just failed. So yeah. So let me show you the stop doing this. Let me just do this, please, Alan. Stop. Okay. So here you can see the new taskbar. So you can now it also shows the date and time. Like it shows the studio also. So this is new start interface. You can see all the apps here, in the recommended stuff, and then get the options. So you can set middle or even here. So you can set it to wherever you want. So it can anywhere you want. Like, stop it. Oh, what? Okay, so yeah. So you can set it here, here, or here. Yeah. So there is the interactive dark theme. So let's say according to the time it's set, whether it's dark or light. So let's say it's the night, it will set the dark theme. So in the night it will set the dark theme, and in the morning you'll set the theme. So that has set day dark theme. So that is also a new feature. And of course the new design is really awesome, right? So what do you do if Windows 11 was released? What do you think about the design?
It's really cool. Jihan,
Yeah.
It's called light
if
mode and
they
classic mode.
release Windows 11, would you buy it or download it?
Yes, I will.
So you can actually, I think, because Windows 11, so like Windows 10, so I think that they would allow you to download it for free, like Windows 10. Like you see that they give you to download it for free, right? Yeah, they would give you an upgrade. Like they will give you upgrade option.
Jehan, can you enable chat?
Okay.
After
Okay.
I will show you guys a video now about Windows 11.
Okay.
Can you make
Okay.
my phone?
Enable chat. Enable chat and
Okay.
Later. Just share the video. Just share the video.
Okay.
enable chat. Enable
Yeah, give me
chat.
a sec.
Okay, that's later. Let's do it later.
Okay. Not tell Umesh to enable chat.
Okay, wait, guys. I'm
Okay,
gonna
fine.
share a video now.
Bruh.
Wait, little left.
Yeah, little left.
Yeah, I'm gonna start sharing now.
Okay, he said that he's left. Okay, fine. Okay, share the audio too. Share the audio.
There we go.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now in today's episode we have something incredibly exciting to dive into, and that is a leaked build of Windows 11. Now a quick recap for those of you who have been out of the loop. Microsoft is going to be hosting an event on June 24th where they are rumored to announce the next version of Windows, and many people have speculated that this is not going to be another update to Windows 10, but instead an all-new release of the operating system with a new name, that being Windows 11. Now, people came to this conclusion through the various hints that Microsoft has been posting over on Twitter and more recently on YouTube. It started on June 2nd with a tweet on the official Windows Twitter account that included a video which appears to show the number 11 in a shadow underneath the Windows logo, and yes, that is the new Windows logo, at least in this build.
that's
it does
cool.
look like the Microsoft logo, which it is, though the Microsoft
Yeah, it's
logo
super
is
cool.
multicolored.
Does anyone have a question?
No, just play the
No,
video.
I want to tell something. It looks
Now,
cool.
the tweet itself said that the event was going to begin at 11 a.m. on June 24th, which that, combined with what we saw in the video, led a ton of people to begin speculating about Windows 11. And later on, they posted a slow-fi remix of various Windows startup sounds on YouTube, which just happened to be exactly 11 minutes long, which it seemed like these three things just can't be a coincidence. This is obviously intentional, though for whatever reason that video is now unlisted. But all of that brings us to today, June 15th, 2021, when a build of Windows 11, or what appears to be Windows 11, has leaked online, specifically build 21996.1, which is very, very interesting because you may remember back in 2015 when Microsoft released Windows 10, they stated that that was going to be the last version of Windows and they were just going to release updates to it as time went on. Well, clearly that's not the case now. Right off the bat, as I said earlier, here is the brand new Windows logo. So it looks just like the Microsoft logo, but it's just all blue instead of multicolored. And here we are on the setup screen. Now, a couple things I want to point out here. First of all, we've got the new Windows logo up here. What's also interesting is the copyright date, which is usually at the bottom left, has been removed. Now, there's a bit of an interesting discrepancy in the setup process as well, and that is, watch what happens to the logo when I click on Next. Yeah, it changes back to the Windows 10 logo. Now, I saw a couple people online posting about this, and they were saying like, oh, this is kind of odd, but really it isn't, because this is
This is how actually it gets installed, right? This is kind of cool, right? This is the install screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, get back to the video. Let's watch it.
This is pretty common for development builds of Windows to have inconsistent branding like this. If you've seen any of my Windows development history videos, you know this very well. It's very common for development builds of Windows to utilize some of the branding from the previous Windows release. Now, for those wondering, the files on the DVD have a last modified date of May 30th, 2021 at around 2:00 p.m. Some of them say 2:11, some of them say 2:14, and this obviously is not going to be the case on a standard Windows 10 disk. Let's go ahead and click on Install Now. This process is essentially almost identical to what we see in Windows 10. There's really no changes at all. And here we get to choose the specific version we want to install, or the specific SKU. We're going to go with Windows 11 Pro, and yes, you can see that everything says Windows 11. There's no Windows 10, and the date modified is May 30th, 2021 for all of these. So we're going to select the Windows 11 Pro x64. Next up is the license agreement, which was last updated in June of 2021. And right here you can start to see some new UI elements. This is the new scroll bar, which looks quite interesting. They've kind of shrunk the size of the little bar itself. Yeah, so there you go. And we've also got a new checkbox down here. This is what that looks like. So these are some of those new UI elements that I was talking about. Now, the license agreement itself appears to be a standard consumer style license agreement. There's nothing about this is a confidential build, don't share outside of Microsoft, you can lose your job if you do so. There's none of that. And I'll talk more about that once we get into the OS, because there's nothing really across the OS that I've seen that say like, oh, this is confidential, don't share outside of Microsoft, etc. We're going to click on Next here. We're going to click on Custom and choose our partition here. I just made a 40 gig partition on this VM. And as you probably expected, the installing Windows screen itself here, where it's copying the files and everything, is exactly the same as what we saw in Windows 10. Okay, so Windows 11 has restarted here. It's getting ready, going through its first boot procedure, and this is quite interesting. Literally, like right now, as I'm recording this video, Windows has posted a tweet on their Twitter account. This is just the start. Tune in on June 24th at 11 a.m. ET to see what's next. This is really interesting because this is essentially an acknowledgement of these leaks. I mean, it has to be. This is just the start. They tweet this the same day that this build leaks. A very, very interesting tweet from Windows. We're going to set that aside because here we are at the all-new out-of-box experience, which looks incredible. So we're going to select
It's
US
so beautiful,
here. We're going
right?
to click on yes. Now, essentially, all of the prompts and everything that it asks you are exactly the same, but it's just been completely redesigned. So we're going to choose the US keyboard layout. We're not going to add a second one. And it will ask us to, you know, name your account or sign into a Microsoft account, etc. So we're going to set up for personal use and click on next. Now, to sign in with a Microsoft account, you just can do.
I had to
Yeah.
go.
Oh,
I had to go.
okay.
So bye.
Okay then. Okay.
Yeah, can
So so guys, so let's end the video today, and I will see you in the part 2 of our podcast. So thank you for watching the podcast, and we will see you in the next video. Okay, stop it, Tomish. Stop the recording.